News just coming in. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has held a telephonic conversation with British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has raised the issue of security or the lack of security for the Indian diplomatic establishments in the United Kingdom. The Prime Minister has also called for strong action against anti-India elements in the United Kingdom. The Prime Minister has asked the Rishi Sunak government to take strong action against such elements who incidentally have repeatedly targeted the Indian High Commission in the United Kingdom. Safety and security of Indian diplomats is of paramount importance, and this is mandatory as per Geneva Convention and Vienna Convention. So British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak conveyed that the United Kingdom considers the attack on Indian High Commission totally unacceptable and has assured Prime Minister Narendra Modi of security not just to the Indian High Commission in London but also Indian diplomatic staff. But that's not the only issue that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has raised. We are told Prime Minister Narendra Modi raised the issue of economic offenders from India who've sought and have got refuge in the United Kingdom. Prime Minister Narendra Modi sought to know the progress on the return of these fugitives from law so that they can be held to account, so that they can appear before the Indian judicial system. Of course, Prime Minister Narendra Modi also invited Britain's Prime Minister Rishi Sunak for the G20 Summit to be held in India in September 2023. Britain's Prime Minister Rishi Sunak appreciated the progress made under Prime Minister Narendra Modi and India's G20 presidency and reiterated England's full support to India's initiative and for the success of India's initiative. I quickly want to cut across to India Today's Shiv Arur for more on this. Shiv, bring us details of the issues raised by Prime Minister, especially when it comes to one, the Khalistani elements in the United Kingdom, also Pakistan-sponsored, people from Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, Mirpuriyas, who've repeatedly targeted the Indian High Commission in the United Kingdom. Shiv.
Gaurav, as you and I both know, after the incident that took place on the 19th of March at the Indian High Commission or the Indian Embassy in London, India has acted. It has, made gestures to establish its very, very deep anger and, disappointment with the manner in which the UK administration has behaved, especially the London Metropolitan Police under the mayor there. But the Prime Minister, taking it up with his British counterpart, takes it to the maximum level available. What could be bigger than Prime Minister Modi speaking to Prime Minister Rishi Sunak and expressing a hope from India's side that action is being taken. Remember, from Britain's side, they pretty much wilted in the face of Indian indignation right after what happened on March the 19th. Yes. So, even though very little of it has actually been reported, there has been a constant stream of approvals and actions taken from the, from the British side to reassure India.
Shiv, I also want to understand, fugitives from law in India finding a safe haven in the United Kingdom. United Kingdom cannot become an adda for all criminals like Pakistan has become for Dawood Ibrahim Kaskar, and apparently the Prime Minister made this very clear to Prime Minister Rishi Sunak, whether it's Vijay Mallya or Nirav Modi.
The extradition of Vijay Mallya, Nirav Modi, several others, is a complicated affair that has been stretching on and on in British courts for a very long time now. India's agencies have been very, very active as far as Vijay Mallya and Nirav Modi are concerned. Both of these people are hiding over there. They pretend to be brave. They say that, they've made offers to the Indian government, but they're not coming back here until they get an assurance, about their freedom. Completely cowards, because they owe a huge amount of money to Indian companies, Indian individuals, Indian institutions, but they prefer to live there. It doesn't look very good, but unfortunately under extradition laws, this is what the due process is going to be. But for the Prime Minister to ask for an update and express India's hope that the extradition proceedings are moving along in a progressive way is obviously something that can't be ignored. It puts a lot of pressure. India is the world's largest democracy. For us to be saying that to Britain at this this point of time at the prime ministerial level will hopefully make a difference. But I have to, sound a word of caution here. There is a great deal of protocol that needs to be gone through. It's not like this is going to be a magic wand that suddenly results in both these, thieves being brought back to India, but it certainly adds a huge fat layer of pressure on British authorities.
Shiv, keep tracking that story. I will come back to you for more. For the moment, Shiv Arur, many thanks.